Happy day. It is day 19 of Doing It Scared. I cannot believe I've been at this for 19 days. It's crazy how quickly time passes when you're having fun, as they say. No, but seriously, I can't believe I've been doing this for 19 days. Yesterday was such an amazing day. We got to celebrate my son's 8th birthday, and I wanted to come on here today and talk about something really special that happened yesterday. Not just my son's birthday, which was really, really special, but something that happened with me. And basically, the story is this. We went to a trampoline park because that is what my son wanted to do for his birthday. He loves jumping on the trampoline. So we went to a trampoline park in the afternoon, and it was so much fun. They have like the swings and the pits, and it's great. You just feel like such a kid. And I think it's so important as adults to do things that make you remember what it feels like to be a kid, because those things are so exciting. And sharing that experience with my son was so amazing. My son and my daughters was so amazing because you can just see the pure joy on their faces too, and you can see that they're enjoying this experience so much. So I conquered a huge fear, and that fear was flipping on the trampoline. And it seems so silly and simple for a lot of people, and I get that, but we had trampoline growing up. I was never able to flip. Like, I could never get the courage or the fear to get over the fear to flip, to do a flip. So we bounced and bounced and bounced, and we were about to leave, and I was like, you know what? Today is the day. I'm going to flip. I saw some other people doing some flips, and my brother came and he was doing some flips, and I was like, you know what? Why not me? I can flip. I can do this. So after many failed attempts and hurting my body all over, I finally nailed it. And then after I got it, I did it again and again and again. When I tell you, I haven't felt that elated or excited or happy in such a long time. It was such a good feeling. And there's so many lessons there. The first is that it doesn't matter how old you are, and though I'm only 30, and a lot of times I'm like 30 years old, I'm 30 years old, but it doesn't matter how old you are. You can go out and accomplish anything. I felt that so much yesterday. And it's all just in your mindset and your approach. And then once you have the right mindset and approach, it's just the determination to get the thing, and then not getting discouraged when you don't get it right the first time. Before I did it, like before I did the flip, I was sitting there jumping up and down, and like just my thoughts that I've had thousands of times in the past, because I've jumped on trampolines before many times in my life. All those thoughts, all those feelings still came up, right? It's like, oh, you're going to break your neck. You can't do this. You're too tall to do this. There's you're going to hurt yourself, blah, 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 all the stuff. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And then you go and you kind of half commit. So I half committed and then flat in my face. And then you laugh about it and you fail and you get up and you go again. So after doing it a bunch of times, I was just so determined. I was like, I'm going to get this today. I'm going to get this today. And I didn't let all the thoughts, because there were the thoughts of give up. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to know how to flip. You're 30 years old. It's not a big deal. Who cares? Nobody cares if you know how to flip. It doesn't matter. All the stuff, right? When I accomplished that, after I don't know how many attempts, I had my wife video a bunch of them, but there was a bunch of failed ones too, because I felt like I was going to get it and then I didn't. But after all those failed attempts, I finally landed it, and I kept going. And that's the big piece. It's like, once you decide you're going to do something, especially if it's something like, you know what, this kind of excites me. It'd be cool if I could do that thing. It'd be cool if I could own a business. It would be cool if I could sing on stage. It would be cool if I could insert your thing. This is what Doing It Scared is all about. It's literally all about this. It's about conquering those fears. And it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter where you are. It just, like, you can do it. And when I tell you, like, after I landed that, I felt so limitless and full of potential and full of possibility. It was insane. I was like, wow, if I can do this, what else can I do that I was scared of? And what's so interesting is I actually tied it back. I was remembering back to when I was a child, and how there was a big moment in my life, and it's funny because it was when I was 3 years old, 4 years old. It was 3 turning 4. So I was 3 years old, and this memory sticks out to me in a big way. I'm swinging on the swing. I learned how to swing, right? And I'm so proud of this accomplishment. I learned how to swing. And I was the only one outside. We had this little swing set outside of our little mobile home. And I'm like, I learned how to swing. And then I got so excited. I decided to run in. We had this little back deck that there were 2 entrances. You could go up the stairs or you could climb over. So I decided to climb over. And as I was climbing over, I was so excited. As I was climbing over, this black wasp, I don't know if anybody knows what black wasps are, but they're powerful little beings. So this guy comes and he stings me. And I realized there were many other times in my life when I had accomplished something and then it was associated with pain. And I was like, that's interesting. I wonder if I've been afraid of accomplishing certain things because I've associated that with fear in the past. I've associated that with pain in the past. And though we don't have to go into a deep dive of my psyche, I think it's really interesting that feeling of when I finished that flip, I honestly do not remember a feeling like that. I played basketball, I've done sports, I've done all this stuff, and I don't remember feeling that good and that excited and that proud and that happy. I don't even know how to describe it, but it felt so good accomplishing that thing. I was like, I don't know if I have felt that way since those few times when I was a kid. And I think I really just want to encourage you, if you're watching this, if you made it this far, like, go out and, number one, do things as a child. I was so inspired by my kids because, like, they just jump and fall and they don't care. They're just doing the thing and they're failing and they're just getting up and going again. It's just like a child. It's like a baby learning to walk. They have to fall thousands of times, hundreds of times maybe. I don't know. They have to fall a lot. They have to fall a lot to learn how to walk. So just like a baby, we still learn that way. We have to fall a lot to learn how to walk. And it's not about judging ourselves on our falls. It's about judging ourselves on our ability to get back up and do the thing again. So this whole series is literally about that. It's about doing the thing. It's about conquering the fear. It's about getting over whatever voices that you have in your head that are holding you back, whatever voices you think are out there that are holding you back, and just doing it. So go jump on a trampoline park. If you haven't flipped, go learn how to flip. Or if you know how to front flip, maybe do the back flip. I don't know. I was so excited. I'm going to go back there soonish. I'm going to travel a lot for the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to go back and I was like, okay, I did a front flip. Now I got to do a back flip. And it just excites me. And there's all these other things that are coming to mind that I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't do this for so long because I've been so afraid of whatever. I don't even know. Just all the fears. I've been afraid. I've been rambling. I just wanted to get on here. I was really excited yesterday because I accomplished something, right? And this, just getting on here and doing this video, not that like that many people see it, and that's okay. Like that's an insecurity, but bigger than that, it's affected how I'm starting to show up in my life. Because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing this every day. Like, I'm getting on here, I'm doing it scared, I'm doing this thing scared. And then when something comes up that I'm afraid to do, which a lot of things come up that I'm afraid to do, I say, well, what am I trying to preach here? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do it scared. I'm trying to do it scared. I'm trying to encourage others to do it scared. I'm trying to encourage you to do the thing anyway. You can do it. You have the power. You have the power to overcome all the thoughts. You have the power to overcome all the feelings. You have the power to push yourself past that. You do. I know you do. I know you do. I held myself back on, let's just call it trampoline. I don't know when I started jumping on the trampoline. Maybe it was 3, maybe it was 2. I don't know. But basically 20-something years, I held myself back from doing a front flip. It's silly, but it was so monumental and so big to me. So go out and do something that you're scared to do today. Go out and do that one thing that you're like, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Because let me tell you, when you conquer that, all of the sudden, and I mean this, all of the sudden, everything else in your life feels like you can also accomplish it. And it can be something so small. That's why it's so important to stack those small wins over time. That's why it's so important to stack those small wins over time. I feel so proud of myself, and I feel so grateful that I went and I did that yesterday. And now I feel like there are other things in my life that I can do. And that's such a great feeling. Such a great feeling. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that you know you are loved and you are enough, even if you're having a hard time doing the thing. I get it. Even if you're having a hard time doing the thing, it's okay. You need to give yourself the love first. You need to give yourself the love first. That's, you know what? It's like, stop judging yourself for your failures. There's no failure. There's just trying and there's getting back up. And it's always okay to pivot. You know what? Flipping ends up not being your thing. And you're like, I just can't get the momentum. I can't do the like, whatever. I think that's still a limit, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be your thing. You don't have to learn how to flip. I didn't think I was going to learn how to flip yesterday. I had no intention of doing that. But I'm glad I did. Day 19 of doing it scared. What are you going to do scared today? I would love to hear it. I'd love to hear the thing that you were trying to overcome, whether that's a conversation, whether that's you getting in front of a camera, whether that's you getting on a stage, whether that's you talking to that person. I would love to hear what you are going to do scared. I'm going to work on starting a challenge of doing it scared because I 100% know that this is changing my life. This is changing my life. And it's only been 19 days. I love you all.